Hello everyone, welcome back to Breaklight Productions. My name is Curtis Lambert and today we're watching REPRIEVER Amaterasu. I don't know what that means, but let's jump on into it. Ooh, that's a cool effect. Very nice. Some light tubes in the background, adding a bit of strobing effect. That's cool. That sort of painted style, very cool. Ah, yeah, here we go. Hell yeah. Alright. Okay. I was about to say, right as they had that Amaterasu come up, I was just about to say, it's a shame. There we go. I'm like, I want more of that black and white animation of the other band members, not just the vocalist. And then they started doing it. Hell yeah, love those shots of the down the neck of the guitar and the bass. Super simple shots, but I always love them. I always make sure, regardless of the type of music, if it's got a guitar or bass, I want a shot looking down the neck. Because like you get the light shining off the strings and like the frets and stuff, and it just always looks good. Bit of added artifact in as well. Super cool. And noise as well. I keep saying noise, it's grain, not noise. Noise is bad, grain is good. Okay. This is cool as well in the fact that it's not relying on like a B story as well. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's not cutting away to something else. They are just relying on the band. And again, a vocalist without a microphone or stand or anything, and he's fucking nailing it. Ooh, okay. Going 100% black and white. Nice. Nice. Bit of swirling. Oh, hell yeah. Hope you're banging your heads at work or home, wherever you're watching this. Fuck yeah. Oh, yeah. Very cool. Okay, yeah. Fuck yeah. Wait, Is the guy is okay? Yeah, cool. Sweet. All right. So that was done by looks like a two-man team. Super cool. Uh, which yeah, that's all you need for music, like professional level music videos. Like that's why I love music videos. You can do it with a two-man team, three-man team, one-man team. Just yeah, it comes down to what you need. But yeah, okay, let's break it down. This one was super straightforward and simple. Uh, One location, no, uh, you know, beeline story stuff happening. It's just band performing, and then a really trippy black and white, like, um, sort of painted effect, which they've then taken and mirrored, so that you're getting it, essentially like split screen. Um, but yeah, let's talk about it. So tube lights. Let's talk about tube lights, and I am actually part of my setup for these YouTube videos is I've got a tube light right there. Um, I love tube lights. They really are the saving grace of music videos or for any production, because they're often, you can switch them to be whatever color you want. They've got inbuilt effects. A lot of them, you have an app on your phone that you can literally just like be there as the shot is happening, and you're fucking around with the settings and changing things and all of that. Yeah, super cool. And why I always recommend just go and buy some like high quality lighting tubes. But then, once you've got your two high quality ones, go and buy some cheap ones. Because yeah, you often need more than two, but you don't want to be using your S tier stuff, for uh, shots and stuff where it's got to be in a precarious location, or can get dust in it or whatever. Because they do, the downside, tube lights break very easily. So they've got the tube lights in their shot. Is that okay? 100%. Tube lights are great not just as main source lights when you group them up, or as little like fills or background lights or even hair lights on their own, but they also make good practical lights, because again, you can have them on settings where they're flicking on and off, or they're going through rainbow or whatever. Like, you'll see this in a lot of music videos. They'll just have them on a setting or set to a particular color, and they just leave it there for you to clearly see in the video, but it doesn't really take you out of it, because I don't know why that is, like, more than like if you had like a spotlight or something back there. I think it's just something where we're so used to seeing them in like nightclubs, or because they're the same shape as like a tube light you'd see in like a hotel or whatever. I guess it just doesn't take you out of it, just like if it was a lamp or candles or whatever. But yeah, super cool. The painted effect, I think, is great. It looks fucking wonderful. I just wish they did more with it. And what I mean by that is they've gone to the effort of doing, this mirrored effect. It's black and white and all of this. I would have really liked to see the faces and the band members and stuff in that style. Like, I would have liked to have seen it move in and out and zoom in and out, and really create these trippy, like, how would you describe it? Almost like Rorschach paintings, where they're really like blending and moving in together, and you're like, what the hell is going on? And I sort of did that. It wasn't black and white, but I did that for a music video way back for a guy named Ben Jones, where we had a lot of the shots mirrored, but then had them like overlap with each other and go and zoom in and zoom out, so that it created all these trippy, like, kaleidoscopes of color. So I would have liked to have seen more of that. The actual shots of the band, I think, super clean, super energetic. The, like, macro shots going up the guitar strings, the snare drum, etc. Like, these are just shots that, if you're shooting any band, you should grab them just in case. Like, even if you think, I'm not gonna use it, you get it just in case. And yeah, like, they've chucked on this this artificial, sorry for my weird face then, there was a piece of artifact in that was really weird there. But yeah, they've thrown on this sort of fake film grain and like old film emulation, like artifact in, which, again, it does the job. It makes the noise feel like it's not noise, and just, yeah, makes the whole thing feel more sort of vintage and stuff. Yeah, outside of that, like, the actual, like, the lights behind them aren't doing much, like those tube lights. It seems to be more of a top light that is doing most of the heavy lifting for them. And then as for, yeah, those painted shots, they would have just gotten that in the same room, but probably turned off the tube lights and just had that one source light coming down on them. Outside of that, not much else to talk about with this music video. Like, it's pretty straightforward. It's a music video that you can shoot in half a day, and and isn't going to destroy the band's budget. Straightforward. And the thing is, like, even though it's simple, don't get me wrong, I feel like something like this, it's better to do this than to do something like 10 times more extravagant and not nail it. Like, I would rather just this, where you're focused on the band, than they try and throw in some B-line story stuff that looks, fake, or like isn't acted well or whatever. So yeah, all in all, good video. And thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.